Coach, appreciate you taking some time out this morning to join us on the teleconference. If you don't mind just taking a little bit of time to talk about your experience with the Pirates so far this season and what you're looking forward to for them the rest of the conference season.
Well, I've been pleased with our kids and the way they responded. Obviously, we had a change in voice, and it's particularly pleasing to see the way the kids have responded. It isn't my first rodeo, as many of you are aware of. I did the same thing last year, a little later in the season, that I actually ended up stepping in. But to be able to do so under these type of conditions, all things taken into consideration, I'm really pleased and happy with the way the kids have responded to a change in voice.
Thanks, Coach. And again, as a reminder, if you have any questions, you can hit *1 on your keypad to ask questions of ECU head coach Michael Perry. Well, Coach, I'll go ahead with the first one for you. You know, I know you did step into this role last year as well when Coach Lebo took a leave because of his hip surgery. How have these two situations been similar for you? How have they been different for you?
They've been similar in that, you know, so many of the kids have responded extremely well. There hasn't been any type of pushback or of any sort, and that can happen. Guys have kind of understood and embraced their roles, and sometimes things change as you tweak things to kind of fit what you want, and they've been really good about that. The difference in this year and last year is I probably had some stronger senior leadership in Kayla White, Andre Washington, and Ziggy. Those three guys that had been in the program for some time. They were experienced guys, and they were strong voices on the team. So we don't have that type of maturity and leadership that we had last year, but the guys are rallying together. They understand there are some weaknesses in that area, particularly maturity. They're kind of working together to overcome that. But I've been pleased overall.
You know, Coach, you touched on your seniors a little bit, and one of those is B.J. Tyson, who's now the third leading scorer in conference history. You know, as you've watched him develop over the last few years, what have you noticed from B.J. in terms of his growth this season and just where he's come from maybe his freshman year up until now?
Well, I think the first glaring improvement with him is his three-point shooting. I mean, he came in to the program 5 years ago, having to sit out his freshman year as an athletic kid who could really shoot the mid-range shot extremely well. And the two areas that needed a lot of improvement were his ball handling and his three-point shooting. And those are areas where he's been relentless in terms of his work ethic and improving those. And you're seeing it all come to fruition, particularly this year, in his ability to be able to shoot the three ball, and his ball skills have improved as well. So it's adding another dimension to his game because guys really have to challenge him from the three-point arc, and now that's allowing him more room to be able to attack. He's refined his ball skills so he can go places with the dribble when people take the shot away. And obviously the mid-range shot has been one of his strengths his entire career.
Coach, as we look ahead to this week, it's a big week at Minges Coliseum for the Pirates to get Wichita State at home and then Houston at home on Sunday. What do those two games, as you look at Wichita, you look at Houston, what do those mean for your program? How do you match up with the Shockers and the Cougars? Both of them have had some success in both the non-conference and conference play this season.
Well, obviously they're the elite of the elite, obviously, in this league. And it's a great opportunity for us to see where we are and see as we continue to improve in this league. I mean, we certainly won't pick where these guys were at the start of the season, but we believe that we've gotten better as the season has gone on. We've gotten better each day. We've gotten better from week to week. And so we've got a taste of the elite level when we played against UCF, and then we're going to see the elite amongst the elite in Wichita State and Houston this upcoming week. So it's an opportunity for us just to see where we measure up with these teams that are at the very top of the league.
Just a reminder, it's *1 to ask questions of Coach Perry. Coach, I'll shoot you one more. You know, Isaac Fleming's kind of keyed the point for you guys this year. How has he solidified that position for you this season, and what has he brought, you know, to your team both offensively and defensively?
Well, we can trust him out there on the floor in various situations, particularly on the defensive end. He's capable of guarding other teams' better perimeter players. There were times last year where we felt we were at a deficiency when it came to being able to contain or slow down another team's, you know, marquee perimeter player. And we often said the best defender for us, it was at home, and it was Isaac Fleming. Well, we've got him this year from a defensive standpoint. He's done a really good job of being able to at least slow down or try to contain somewhat other teams' marquee perimeter players. From an offensive standpoint, he takes care of the ball. Guys are confident when he has the ball in his hands. He can make plays not only for himself but also for his teammates. He's a downhill driver. He plays with some physicality, and he brings some toughness overall to our team.
All righty, Coach. Well, appreciate you joining us today. We'll turn you loose a little bit early, and we'll look forward to seeing you in Greenville later on this season.
Absolutely. Take care now.